What up, guys? My name is Chris. This is Wheelhouse Trading, and welcome to the Wheelhouse. So, if it is your first time on the channel, hit the subscribe, hit the like, select all so that you get the content and make me a comment of what you'd like to hear about. Now, I know I've been missing in action for a few days. I apologize about that. I had a big zit. It was like a third world country on my face. That's number one. Number two, I've been trying to close this like monster real estate deal, which finally it's closing. So I've been kind of like focused on that. Yeah, so, but I've been trading and, you know, everything that you see right here are the positions, you know, up and down here. I'm sure my face is in the way. I'll put a little clip that I sent to the group in the Discord. By the way, if you're not in the Discord, you should just get in there. It's free to come in to upgrade. It's 99 bucks a month. You get one-on-one coaching with me, 10 hours of that. You get all my trade alerts, which is like really good. That's what you need. I'm going to show you here in a second why and how well you would have done if you would have just followed my alerts. Number three, you get all access to all the areas in the Discord. And of course, number four, you get all the courses, okay? And the courses are sick, and you'll come out of there with a lot of knowledge and doing really, really well. So click the Discord link in the description of this video. You can go in there and then go to subscriptions, and you can subscribe from there. If you do the annual membership, it's $665 a year, and that's with using the coupon code GREENLIGHTS, capital G, and it's 50% off right now. Okay. All right. So let's take a look at some of the trades from this week so you can see. I'm talking in it a little bit, and then we'll just come right back and we'll discuss some things that happened over the week in the world, as well as take a look at some charts, and we'll go from there. That's all I have that's red. And look at this one. I just gave you guys this like an hour and a half ago, and it's already up 14.32%. Okay, so you see, you know, from last time I had a video, I still have BTU, which is coal. It's up almost 32% right now, but it was at one point it was up 62%. But I'm just holding because we're in an uptrend, and like I said, it's volatile on the way to up. That's just how it goes. Like every single daily candle is going to have up and down movements, but as long as you're staying in the trend, that's how you're going to be okay, and you can sleep well at night knowing that. Clean Spark, picked up 1,000 shares of it. It's already up almost 26%. Zim, still in it, love it. Traded it multiple times, but I've been holding this one because, I mean, I can't get over the uptrend on it. It's just so good. I picked up Square, pretty good momentum on that. Up, you know, double digits. I got about 16 or 17, or hold on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 of them are double digits, and a couple more are about to be double digits, like in less than 1%. So they're getting close. These are all alerts right here. I only have a couple that are red at the bottom, and then everything else is green. Every single one is green except for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and the worst one is 3.46. It's nothing. They're all going to be just fine. So trading really, really well. I'm really on point. In fact, I got hit up by a trading firm in New York, and I have a webinar kind of conference thing with them tomorrow. A recruitment officer or whatever contacted me to possibly trade for their company in New York, and you know, or I can even do it from here, it sounds like, but you know, I'd be using their money, trading their money, and then take a split of the gains is typically how that works. And yeah, that's a really good situation for both them and me, because I, you know, make a lot of money on my own, and I can make them a lot of money. And with that as a common denominator, it would make a lot of sense for mutual benefit. So I'm excited about that. I have that meeting tomorrow. And yeah, we just finished the trading week. Let's go through just a couple things that have happened over the week. So Jerome Powell came out and, you know, he raised the rate a quarter point. Everybody knows that, which the reason that the market rallied after that is because that gives clarity. That gives certainty. Okay, markets do not like uncertainty. They freak out, they overreact. And when they get some kind of certainty, like I'm raising it a quarter point and I'm going to raise it at each meeting for the rest of the year, well, and our GDP is okay, even though it came down to 2.82 and we had estimates higher. He still says that's good, and we're not going to have a problem. At least this year is what he's saying as far as a recession goes. And I mean, he put the markets at ease and brought some certainty back to the markets, which was necessary. And I'm really, really happy. I wasn't in a bunch of shorts. I was in commodities, and I trimmed a lot of commodities kind of prior to that, because I figured that is exactly what was going to happen, and it was going to start moving the market up. Now, I don't know that we're at the bottom. I bought a lot as if we were, but I mean, you can't not buy and be a momentum trader like me. There's too much money to be made. I mean, I made a lot of money this week.
On things that have been performing well. So we have trimmed back the number of our character names. We've also made
Very, very excited, very happy, and I'll just ride it up or down, pivot to pivot. That's just how I roll. And when you can get your entire portfolio to pretty much be green and have 16, 17, 18, whatever I said before, in double digits, and the rest are creeping, yeah, you're good. So yeah, he came out, and now Biden is talking with China just to make sure that China is not backdooring efforts, or with military aid or support for Russia. We're getting mixed signals on that. Different news. China saying no, that's not what's going on, and then the U.S. is saying that they think that's what's going on. So I don't really know how to answer that or what to say, but that's just kind of like the updated stuff I'm seeing on TV. What I don't like, well, I mean, I don't like anything about this war, but I definitely don't like seeing that children, elderly, or pregnant women are being attacked, killed, or shelled on from Russian invasion or Russian troops or shelling. So that really is a horrible thing, and something that just really seems like war crimes and gets under my skin. It's a humanitarian thing. I mean, so I mean, back to Jay Powell real quick. I mean, he's talking about maybe in May of this year in 2022, reducing some of the cash balance on the balance sheet. That'll probably happen. And look, I'm just going to tell you straight up, our inflation is high. It's higher than they're telling you. Even people are starting to get you used to it on the news, saying, oh, it might get up to 10%. I already got the statistics from shadow government. It's 15.9% is the real rate right now. So if it goes to 10, then just go ahead and add, what are they saying it now? They doubled it. So they're saying it's 7.9, it's 15.9. So if it goes to 10, just add 2. So it'll be 17.9. Will be the real inflation rate. They're not going to tell you. They don't want you to freak out. But I mean, even vacuums are up 17%. I mean, what's not up more than 7.9%? Nothing. What is not up more than 7.9%? Come on, you've all seen the reports. There's nothing on there. If you take the average, nothing averages there. So they just give you a number and think that you're dumb and control the media. So yeah, it's 15.9 currently, and you're feeling it for sure. What else? Let's take a look at some charts. Okay, so this list right here, it's exactly what I was showing you in the small account. The account I showed you with all the green, just so you know, that's just like nibbles. That's just like testing the waters right now. I'm very proud personally that I almost have them all green, because it just means that to have that many positions, even though they're small positions, there's only about 1 million in that account. So to have a bunch of small positions and that many positions, it's very hard to have all of them except 6 to be green, unless you're really, really on fire and really kind of know what you're doing. So I'm proud of that, but that's kind of like a test scenario for me. Once the market finds a true direction, and it's time to run game, real game, I'm gonna have way less positions and much bigger size, even all the way up to 4 positions and 25% size. I mean, if you had 2 million as an example, and you picked 4 stocks and put $500,000 in there, Well, let's just think about what you could do. Let's say you wanted Neo and it was 17 bucks and you had 500K divided by 17. Okay, that's 29,411 shares. Okay, 29,411 shares. Okay, 25% position size. I didn't make videos for many days, but there's a lot of things that I knew and I wanted to make a video on. And I let the guys in the group know, like I knew Bitcoin was going to start a bull run. I was very adamant about that. And then boom, it started. I watch all the markets. Okay. I watch the Australian market, the markets in Japan. I watch, obviously in Europe, London, as well as the metals. I watch them all, and I watched the Chinese market, and I was up in the evening watching the Chinese market. You know, it was like midnight or something, and I had seen that, you know, it was going to be really bullish the next morning when New York opened in China, and so, you know, I bought yen. I closed yang. I bought yen. I bought the Chinese Golden Dragon Index, PGJ or whatever it is. Anyways, I got down and dirty with a whole bunch of Chinese stocks and made a bunch of money. And you know, Neo was on my mind. It was like 17 bucks or 16.93 at the time. And if I would have, you know, sized up a $500,000, I would have had 29,411 shares. Well, now Neo is at 2086. So, I mean, that's basically times $3.86. Well, just position sizing with confidence into momentum would have been $113,526 profit. Okay, so if you divide that by 500K, it's 22% in 48 hours. Okay, so when I'm showing you these, you know, that I have all these positions and it's like only 1,000 shares of, you know, Clean Spark or, you know, in that account right now, there's a lot, and it's like anywhere from, you know, 10,000 per position to like, I think I have one that's in there that's like 40 grand. So, but most of them are like 25,000 per position kind of thing. And it's just because I want, like, I'm a technical person. So for me to feel really confident in markets, I have to see certain things happen from a technical perspective. Okay. Like this is really good right here. Okay. We make all these lower highs and we're starting to break out above. Now, the first sign of a very positive sign is to have a trend. This is what's called a minor trend reversal, okay? So when you come down, you pivot, you break back into the primary, you reject, you go through all your EMAs, through the 200, way down overreaction, come back up, you know, down a little sideways, you come up and you break this previous high. That's like the first step to recovery, okay? The second step to recovery is gonna be to break this one, okay? And then obviously the third one is going to be, you know, to break the previous all-time high. And, you know, once you do that, we're in a whole new type of run, right? Okay. So getting past this lets me nibble. Okay. Getting past this reduces the amount of stocks, and between here and here, it allows me to see which ones truly are emerging leaders, because that part is still being figured out in the market. And then so I will reduce size I will reduce positions and take that money and add it to size on my winners, okay? Or maybe a new emerging leader will pop off, or, you know, in different industry groups, and I'll be, you know, adding those. But yeah, so right now it's just, hey, you know what, I'm happy making 5 grand or 8 grand or 7 grand or 2 grand, whatever, on a bunch of positions just because I know that I can. Until we discover emerging leaders, we have more of trend reversals and more bullish signals on our macros, as well as within the charts on individual stocks, within individual industry groups and sectors. So, you know, I'm keeping an eye on all this, and just as we have topping patterns, you know, we're We're starting to have a bullish momentum off the bottom. We will see. I do like that this pivot to this is a higher low. This is also a higher low. And the fact that we're breaking this trend and this swing high, these are all really positive things from a technical perspective. So, you know, I do aim to, and also in this list, I have crypto in here because even though I don't have crypto in this exchange, I put them in here just so I can click really fast and see what's going on. But every crypto that is in this list, I do have, just on a different exchange. So it looks like it's got a lot in here, and it does. But again, I will reduce all these down to just anywhere from 4 to 12 positions once we, you know, emerging leaders really take force and take their place, and they will get more of my money into a scale-in procedure, technically, and we keep going. I'll definitely start, you know, getting into my normal type of habits, which, you know, if you guys don't know, I am by trade a momentum-based pivot-to-pivot swing trader, and I will use I will start putting stops on and whatnot. I've taken the stops off because the only times I was losing money was not on entries and exits when I was trading through all this drop. It was actually the stops were getting hit because of the volatility. But in my system, I found a way to you just got to take the stop off. You got to change the time frame. You have to, you know, make some adjustments in the system, and everything was on fire. Everything was doing really well. You know, I have 3 accounts. One I opened, sent money over there. It was the end of December. Started trading the beginning of January, and that one is up over 200%. And then I started 2 other accounts, but I didn't start those till February. It was like the end of almost 1 week had already passed in February, and both accounts are up over 100%. Yeah. So look, here's the list. You know, I'm just gonna keep it. I guess we'll look at dailies and hourlies, but what I do is I have it, if it's purple, it's what I call bullish to the daily. That means that you are above the 200, you have a blue ribbon, you're in an uptrend, you have a blue cloud, and you obviously have momentum, okay? I'm a momentum master. Like, I spot momentum really, really well. I'm very, very, very good at it. I don't know how it happened. I just naturally, like a savage with this kind of stuff. And now I have my skills super tight because I've been doing this this is my 8th or 9th year doing it. So, you know, it's not, you know, I didn't just start, you know, I mean, to learn my system, just so you know, I burned up like $500,000 of my own money, just like figuring shit out, and not all at once or anything. And, you know, my first year trading, I did almost 40%. And I think in hindsight, maybe that was maybe shouldn't have happened, but you know, because I didn't really know that much. I just was like, ooh, I like that company. Ooh, that one's going up. You know, I did what a lot of these guys on Robinhood and Wall Street Bets were doing in 2020. I didn't know any better. But, you know, eventually the market will find a way to take your money. And especially if you have margin, don't know how to use it, and don't understand corrections and panic sell and all kinds of things. But over the years, you get just really better, and you start learning who you are, what you excel in. You focus on that. You learn how to not be emotional. You learn how to be extremely strategic and disciplined. I cannot stress discipline enough. My system, the reason I'm successful consistently is because I have a lot of rules and a lot of discipline. And you have to have that. And you have to understand like where to be. If you know where to be, you're always in the right place. I always know where to be. I know where to look. And I teach you guys that in the courses. I also am really good at exiting trades in the profit, and really, really good at exiting all my trades when a market turns. And I'm also really good at knowing when a market's going to turn before everybody else, which has been an exceptional skill for me. And I'm cutthroat. I'm like, oh shit, I like those positions, but I don't care. I like the money more, and I'm all about making money. Look at my watch list. Or not my watch list. Well, yeah, this is a watch list, but these are the ones that I just showed you. Look at them. They're almost all green. And remember, anything that's purple, okay, so like, I'll just click on this caterpillar. It's purple, means it's bullish to the daily. There's the blue ribbon above the 200. It's bullish to the daily, so it's tagged purple. Yeah, it had 1 day off. But, I mean, essentially, when you're above the 200 and you get a blue ribbon, you're going up, right? So, here, we'll just do it from right here even. So, I mean, as an example, if you bought this at 125 and you sold this at 231, you're talking about a $106 gain by just doing that. And we just started the new one. So, yeah, if it's purple and bullish to the daily, you could stay in. It will be bumpy up and down on the way there to total victory, but victory is where you're headed, my friends, because you're in that blue ribbon and you're trading with the trend, okay? And as scary as it is sometimes when you have these dips that go on for 5-6 days and you know, it's scary. You're still in an uptrend. There's ways to handle that, and I teach you that. If you, like me, I stay in the uptrend, but I also trade in and out of it. I avoid this, I avoid this, I avoid this, I avoid all that. And I do that by going on a smaller time frame, and I have a system for it. And but then when it turns back, I basically jump back in, kind of like swing trading, but with a specific entries and exits on the technicals. So what I'm getting at is, if it is purple, it is bullish to the daily. If it is blue, it's got bullish momentum, but has not achieved purple status, okay? If it's yellow, it's crypto, all right? If it's pink, which pink is a revenge trade. If you guys don't know what revenge trading is, I'm all about it. In fact, I just knocked out revenge trades this week. Every week I do revenge trades behind the scenes without telling anybody. What revenge trading is something I kind of made up. What it is when you're a trader, you have all kinds of little losses and you have these big wins, right? And along the way, you're going to take these little 2% losses, 3% losses. You're just going to take them all the time. And it just is what it is. The goal is to have more winners than losers. And you do that by having a system, discipline, and how you enter and exit and certain things, right? But essentially, all those little losses accumulate. And Airbnb, as an example, was one that I must have lost on. Even though I made a lot of money on it over the years, I must have lost a little bit. So it was tagged pink. So what happens is when I have another list, it's over here, called Weeble Revenge. So when I have one that I lose on, I throw it in the Weeble Revenge list. And then what I do is I'll come up and when there's momentum and the market is right, I'll go to the Weeble Revenge. I'll click change percent. I'll see what's moving. I'll go take a look at all the charts really carefully, and I'll look at how much I lost. So there was this one that I lost on, I don't know, I think it was actually last year in 2021. I lost on it. It was called Cleveland Cliffs. It was right when Biden was going to get the infrastructure bill, and then he didn't get it. And my stock position on Cleveland Cliffs fell, and I lost. But I cut it, and actually I'm going to tell you how much I lost. It was not a lot. I lost $420 exactly. I know it's a funny number, but it was 420. And I rebought Cleveland Cliffs as a revenge trade the other day, and made all that back plus like another $400 or $500. So now that one gets taken off the list and out of the Weeble Revenge watch list. The reason I do revenge trading is because I don't owe the market any money. I am not a lender. I'm not a bank. The market always tries to borrow money from you, okay? You don't need to lend them money. And if you do, you need to get your money back with interest. So there is why I revenge trade. I have a whole list of them, and every single one of those dollars that I lost along the way, I will get back. It might take me 9 months until the charts tell me. It might take me 2 years till the charts tell me. But it's going to stay on the list till I get my money back. Revenge trading, baby. So yeah, you knock out a couple of those every week and then get a little bit of interest back on it. I mean, these are the kind of things I teach you, man. You're not supposed to be lending the market money and get their little grubby hands out of your pocket, you know. So okay, now that you understand the colors of what's going on, and I showed you the list of all the small trades and explain why I have so many and how I'm going to be handling it, you know, if the indexes show more bullish momentum. Let's just go through them real quick. Okay, this one's called Sky Harbor Group, and It's bullish to the daily. It's tagged purple, blue ribbon above the 200, uptrend, cloud, major momentum, although that wick is nasty. Okay, XPEP, Chinese, EV, those are having a good week. It's blue. It's got momentum. The volume is right. Indicators looking good. Still in an overall downtrend, but when you back it up to the 1 hour, it's a whole different story. You're above the 200 with the blue ribbon with momentum and a blue cloud on the hourly. So what I do if it's blue is I don't sleep as well at night. So what I do is when the cloud will close, I'm out, okay? And I'll re-enter when it reopens or becomes bullish to the daily, okay? So that's how I'm doing things. It's just a structured thing, and it just keeps me really on track. Asana, I mean, I can't imagine why Asana is going to be really good in this particular environment, but there's momentum and money to be made, and I'm like Pac-Man eating pellets, baby, So I grabbed some of that. DoorDash, same thing, it's blue, downtrend, big momentum, might as well get that money. Neo, same thing. SoFi, I mean, the price is so freaking low. Just go put a bunch of money in that. It's gonna go up. I mean, I need to clean this chart up. I've been messing with SoFi for so long. It's incredibly priced. I mean, if you just go buy 1,000 shares for 10 grand and you just forget about it, like you're gonna triple up on this thing. Shiba, all the cryptos are, they're about to get the blue ribbon, and Bitcoin's going to lead that pack, which is going to be cool. Square, I'm looking to add more, but, obviously, I mean, bounce out the pivot, started kind of, choppy sideways, but look at the ribbon is tightening, look at the momentum. It didn't, it kind of has this little double thing here, but essentially it's moving its way up, and this is starting to kind of turn, and still dangerous, still overall downtrend, but it looks like we're moving up. So I grabbed a small amount of those, and I think it's already double digits. Docusign just picked this up. I mean, the price is so freaking low. Look, it was $314. Oh, you can't see my head, probably in the way. It was $314.76 at the high, and it's like $95 right now, and I bought mine a little lower. Gala, so UAN, this is one I just really like. I just stay. So this is purple, bullish to the daily. So I don't get in and out of it. I just let it ride. It goes down, and then it has a huge monster day like this. Like, it doesn't matter. I know, crazy, Beyond Meat. Like, the thing is with Beyond Meat is I know this stock really well. I've been playing this stock through all this crap, right? I haven't been in it for a while because it's just been, like, horrible. But I know when this thing does run and it wants to run, it's going to do good. And this is such a low number. Well, I'm already up in double digits in like 1 or 2 days on this thing. I think 2 days. I'm already in double digits. So that's crazy. Roblox just picked it up. Same thing. It's just momentum. Like, look, I teach you guys about the 4 phases, okay? The accumulation phase, the participation phase, the distribution phase, and then how to spot that market top and then get out of margin and then go down where you can short through all of this. And then once you find the pivot, establish a floor, you close your shorts, and it makes a process in the accumulation phase, and eventually it'll create a blue ribbon and go back above the 200, and then that's how institutions are trained to buy. Well, right now we have a lot of volume showing accumulation, and we have the process where we're in the middle of, and it's probably going to take a little time for us to come out of this, but we are starting to make moves to the upside, and getting in early is it's great, and obviously it's going to be a lot safer. Like, here's a good example: CleanSpark. Okay, so CleanSpark has been in this like big downtrend, to the point it was under the 200. It tried, it fell, but look what's going on here. Okay, notice how tight the purple ribbon is. Okay, so this is about to go blue, and the price action is flirting with the 200. When the price action gets above the 200 and this goes blue, well, it's telling you that you are now in an uptrend. Now, obviously, it's going to follow Bitcoin, but if we go look at Bitcoin, Bitcoin is doing the same thing. It's about to have a purple ribbon. Watch, I'll just show you, or a blue ribbon. It's getting close, and that signifies an uptrend. Okay, so here you go. See how tight it's getting right there? Now, if you notice with Bitcoin, when you have when you go from here to here, it's a straight line. But basically all this here, is a huge move. Okay, and then it goes down. Well, when it goes purple, it goes nasty. When it goes blue, it goes big. When it goes purple, it goes nasty. And we're just about to go blue again, so we're about to start a bull run. That's going to pull up the entire crypto market, and it's starting to react and kind of couple with like the SPY and the NASDAQ in the stock market as well. So yeah, I mean, we're seeing some positivity and bullish momentum off established floors and pivots in the equities and the cryptos in tandem. And, this is like where you want to accumulate. This is how you make money. Okay. You get out at the tops like I show you. You short all this and make a fortune. And then right when this is about to do it, you just snap it all up and you go and then you roll it up and you just compound up, down, up, down. You just run the market. That's how you run game, guys. And I teach you how to do this stuff like really, really good. Nvidia, I'm back in Nvidia, which I always talk about not being emotional with stocks, but it's really hard for me with like Tesla and Nvidia. Those are two that I really just like. But I sell them. Like I'm like, oh, it's turning. I'm out. Like because I'm all about taking the profit. I'm all about stacking chips. Like I want to enter the World Investing Championship or World Trading Championship, and I want to win it. And then I want to write a book about my probability system, how to momentum trade and vortex trade through market chaos. And I want to win that championship and prove to the world. I want to do like crazy numbers, like 300-400% kind of numbers with my system, and then I want to write a book and be a New York bestseller. I'm going towards that, and all this that I'm learning right now is experience, and you can't put a price on experience, and I'm trying a lot of new things, but I'm at a point now where I think I pretty much have it figured out. I have it figured out. And you have a lot of advantages as a smaller retail type guy. With liquidity, you can get in and out. You can sell positions faster. It's a little harder when you have a lot of money. Like between all my accounts, I have access to like $11 million. Okay, I don't ever use all of it, but if it's really good, I will. But I try not to really get deep into that margin and use a total of like half. But you definitely don't want to use margin, and be long when it's coming down. But I have no problem using margin and putting my foot on the gas on the way down, and I have no problem using margin on the way up. But I have to have really tight rules and systems, and I can't be doing things on the daily by having my foot on a gas pedal and margin. It needs to be directionally trading on small time frames, especially if I'm going to have big size. So, I didn't pick up a lot of Nvidia, but it's like 100 shares or something, I think. So it's because I have so many positions. Once I reduce positions and leaders emerge, I'll like I said, I'll have 4 to 12. Right now, I have like a lot. Just because there's just so much money to be made in so many little sectors, just because there's massive momentum. But guys, nothing has changed. Jerome Powell came out and said, hey, 0.25% hike, and we're doing it for the rest of the year. All that did was bring certainty. We still have a war going on. We still have supply chain shortages going on. We still have sanctions and an administration that is creating more inflation. We still have, we still have a lot of geopolitical, economic issues taking place, and the supply chain thing is going to just keep inflating things like energy or companies that are not being hit by inflation very much. So you don't want to sell all those and just go buy like Asana or like some software company. I just did it, but I'm just doing it for a day or two, and I was right, like 12.56%, but I don't intend to be staying in that, because as an investor, there's better out there, for the macro environment. So that'll be gone, I'm sure. But then you have stuff like this, like Edit. It's just so cheap, right? So if it does turn in, you get in early, you're like, oh, got 1,000 shares for 18 grand. Like Like this thing had an all-time high of 73. I mean, we're talking about 300 plus percent on the way to back to the top. Airbnb, I just picked up a little bit because the momentum's there. Riot, I mean, it's attached to Bitcoin. When Bitcoin rolls, buy everything. Buy Mara, Hut, Coin, CleanSpark, just buy it all. Buy all the cryptos too, because I mean, just you'll notice when crypto really runs. Because I only have so much money. You'll know when crypto runs, you'll start seeing me like reducing a lot of equities, except for perfect leaders in the right sectors and RS ratings and deposit ratings, and I'll be moving a lot of money over to crypto. But right now, I have it in a place where I have a crypto exchange, and I'm setting up a new one. By the way, it's FTX Pro. I'm really excited. You can long and short and leverage in the U.S. legally. I am really excited about that, and then I have 3 equity brokerages, and I don't know. I guess the reason I do that is because I get worried, like if one of them has an issue, like cybersecurity, or I don't know. It'd be so much easier to have everything in one crypto exchange and everything in one brokerage for stocks. It would be even easier if we just had one brokerage for all of it. But the thing is there's certain things that I like about certain platforms, and like there's certain ones that are great for, how do I say this? Okay, so I have an old school, one of the oldest brokerages out there in the world, and I use them for my retirement stuff, my longs. Okay, it's horrible for trading. I mean, it's like the worst for trading. So I can only do like retirement longs kind of stuff in there, dividends, things like that. But then for trading, there's like really good trading platforms, okay? And then when it comes to crypto, it's critical the way that I trade crypto, because I'm a momentum guy, and there's so much momentum in crypto, and I can make so much money. I can teach you how to make so much money in crypto. Oh my god. So my god. I took it off the charts. I didn't want to show you, but I have I think my Bitcoin trade is up like 125 G's right now. I hit it right. I just know what to do, and my system is so sick with the cryptos. But and I'm gonna let it run. You get that blue ribbon, I'm just gonna let that thing run, man. So yeah, I'm pretty excited about that. But yeah, I mean, PayPal. I've done really well with PayPal. I got PayPal down on this candle over here, so it was under $100, and this thing's already up like $20 from where I'm at. DXLG, dude, I'm crushing it with this one. I bought this at like $4. It's up $1.38 or so already. Dude, crushing it with that one. Okay, it's in the list, so I have it. So AVAX, it's crypto. Big momentum, about to get a blue ribbon. ICX, now this one I bought and I'm trying to get out of, but I'm down on actually, because I bought it on like these candles over here with this big volume, and then it fell, so I'm down. Docs, momentum, bought it over in here, and I'm just running that. FCell, I bought a lot of it. We do have a blue ribbon. We're trying to get above the 200. Unity, bought it, I'm up. All these things I'm pretty much up. There's a couple that I'm down on. There's like 6 stocks, and I think there's 1, maybe 2 cryptos. I'm not sure. I think it's just 1, but temporarily. And that's because every time I listen to somebody else and I take their advice, that's when I lose. If I just do what I want to do the way I want to do it, I just crush the game. Like, I just crush the game. Like, I have this one guy, he's given me a couple really good picks that I've made a lot of money on, but he's also given me just as many that have been like total losses, like right off the bat. And so, I have to be really careful when I take other people's stock picks, because I know that I know a lot more about the charts than a lot of people, and how to spot the momentum and how to exit. And you got to be fast, especially when you have a lot of positions open. You got to, all day, I do this, click, 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 all day, back and forth, all day. I never stop. I'm like a machine. That's what I do. And I go daily, 1 hour, 1 minute. And then next one, and I just all day long. That's what I do. And then I do pre-market prep. I do post-market prep. I go through all of my watch lists, which is like probably like 2,000 stocks in these watch lists. It's a lot of work for me. I do it every day, and I go through all of them to see if any have achieved purple status, and if any are moving out of red to blue, and if any of the pink revenge get to move out of the revenge list and move to blue, and I do all that. I organize that, and then I'm looking at industry groups. I'm looking at sectors. I'm looking at what's going on in the markets. I'm studying volume. I'm just looking at a lot of things, and I'm preparing for the next morning. So when I wake up in the morning, it's like bagel, cream cheese, an energy drink, and get my Bloomberg going, get the heater on down here. It's usually cold, but it's warming up on the lake now. And then I start looking at all my computers and seeing what's going on. And then once the market opens, like all these things are flashing and going. So I have to be prepared the night before. I have to be. Like, you can't just that's the thing about being a trader. You got to work weekends. Like, it's the weekend right now. You got to work weekends. You got to work evenings. Like, you got to really, really focus if you want to be successful. And you can make a fortune. You can make millions and millions of dollars with a small amount of money in the market if you know what you're doing. But most people can't because they don't know what they're doing. They don't have a system. They don't have a good coach or a proper mentor. They're listening to the wrong people. And, like there's a guy on YouTube. He's one of the bigger financial channels. And his whole thing is dollar cost averaging and basically buying through a downtrend, which is not the way that you're supposed to do it. Now, what takes him 20 years took me 3 weeks. Okay, that's the difference. That's the difference. I'm up 220% in one account, and that is going to take him in his method running the markets the way it is 20 years. Okay, that's just what it is. So you could just choose. Do you want to just put money in like through all market conditions and not worry about it and go live your life? And that's very average. Actually, that's even below average in my opinion. So if that's what you want to do and you don't want to worry about it, fine. But if you want to learn like technicals and strategy and discipline and how to be a rooftop savage ninja killer, killing Sith Lords all freaking week long, stacking chips, green lights to the beach, baby, with the money printer out, then you need to be up on this channel and you need to be up in the Discord getting paid. Okay? I will help you with your learning curve. I will help you learn how to do this, Mana, I'm doing okay with Mana. Just got in it recently. Tesla just got in it at right around about 800. I'm up like $100 on it already, I think. I don't have a lot of shares because I'm spread thin, but I do have a fair amount, but nothing crazy. GBTC, I just, anything that's going to do with Bitcoin, it's just easy money right now. DraftKings, I got this down at like $17. This is the thing I've been saying. So like that same guy, like he's all about DraftKings, right? And I get it because I like DraftKings, but I make money on DraftKings. I always make money on this thing. Like I hit this thing perfect, boom, and got out. And then I hit this thing perfect and boom, got out. And I hit this thing perfect and boom, got out. And he's just buying through the whole thing and getting everybody to buy until everybody is down 100%, 200%, and now 300%. And then he comes out and he's like, yeah, I'm just going to sell it and take a tax loss harvest. So he took everybody on his channel to all the way into losing 300% and then just is going to do a tax loss harvest. No, bro. What you do is you make money here and get out. You make money here, get out. You make money here, get out. And then you can either short, which I didn't, or you can just wait until the pivot is established in the process, and even say for the accumulation phase, which it doesn't show that this is done yet, and it's going to be a rough little process. But you come in here at 17, you pick up, 5,000 shares, and you're already up 15 grand on it. Like, don't buy through it. Wait for the right thing technically, buy it, and make your money. And now I can just get out, and I can, I can just do that over and over and over. It's like, dude, like, why waste your time and your money? You can be making money with your time every minute and second of the day. Do it like the pros do it, like, get savage, guys. Solana, I like Solana. Solana's up there, getting up there in my mind, like Bitcoin and Ethereum. The Zcash is one of the emerging leaders of the crypto industry. It's actually running point. It's running point. It's ahead of the other ones. XRP is also an emerging leader in the crypto space right now. You can see the little blue ribbon. Amazon, they have their split coming. I don't have a lot of it. Right now I have I think I have 6 shares of Google and 6 shares of Amazon. I don't have a lot. What I'm doing is just buying 1 share at a time of those, because those splits don't even happen until June, I think, and I have many other fish to fry in the meantime. And like I said, I want to be able to use my money with the time, and since that's months ahead, I'm just starting to build little positions. Is what I'm saying. ChargePoint, I'm up a lot on ChargePoint. I think I got this thing. I thought it was like, yeah, it was a little higher than that. It was like $14 or something. I got this. I'm up a lot on this ChargePoint already. You know, this is the thing. Why buy through all the bullshit? Just understand how to do it right and just crush the game, dude. Task, same thing. Avoided. I've made a bunch of money here, avoided money here, just got in. I'm way up. You know, I love this one. This is a Israeli shipping company. Dude, I'm crushing it on this one. Crushing it on this one. I think I'm up almost about $25,000 on this particular position right here. AA is Alcoa. Oh, CrowdStrike is one of my top ones too. I'm up a lot on CrowdStrike. I caught CrowdStrike on this candle, and I've just been in ever since. And this thing is just killing it for me. I mean, this is like the power of like knowing what the hell you're doing. Is like you get in, you crush it. You get out or you short it. And then right here, you just get in and you just get ready for that next leg. It's just so sick. And if it doesn't work out, you know to go back on your 1 hour time frame over in here. And you know that if this thing goes red, or maybe you want, because you're up a lot of money, maybe wait for the ribbon to go red on the hourly. And if it does, all that's doing is making, just so you know, if this ribbon goes red on the hourly, it's basically making one big purple candle on the daily, you know? So look, I mean, like Microsoft, Google, Ford, copper, fertilizer, more fertilizer, triple leverage financial, shipping, B&B. I love that's another one I really like a lot is B&B. I'm up a lot on B&B right now too. EOLS, you got here. I'll just show you. You should check this out. This thing is running, guys. EOLS, CCJ. I'm a big fan of that one. Uptrend on the daily, bullish to the daily. Baker Hughes, oil field drilling, Chevron, sugarcane, Atom, Ethereum, Bitcoin. Let's look at Bitcoin real quick. It's best to be looking at Bitcoin on smaller time frames. Yeah, everything's looking pretty solid right now on that. Palladium, triple leverage energy, Cleveland Cliffs is steel, MRO is oil, BTU is coal, AR is energy, Caterpillar is heavy equipment manufacturing, corn is corn, gold is gold, Ave, Johnson & Johnson, good dividend. Just got bullish to the daily. Just want to show you this, even though it was down. Just got bullish to the daily. There's a ribbon above the 200, big cloud, had a breakout. It's holding. Run, solar. This one I'm crushing it with. I know I was down 9 cents, but dude, I've hit this whole thing. This whole thing. I bought this thing. It was definitely in the $3 range where I bought it. It is really doing well. I'm getting blown up by text right now. JNUG is gold miners, triple leverage. Zim is shipping. It's one of my favorite stocks. I had a down day, but guys, come on. What the hell? I'm talking about green lights to the beach all day. AMTX earnings, people didn't like it, but I hit the momentum. I bought 5,000 shares, and I sold 4,000 of them right here. And that way I took all my profit, but I kept the position open, and then I let it come down, and I'm just about to buy more, I think, because I think it's about to turn. So, look, let's just kind of end it there. I feel like this was a pretty cool video for me, not making a video for a few days and coming back. Wish me luck on my interview with this New York trading firm. And I'll let you know how it goes. If I can, if I can't, I won't tell you. But if I can, I will. But we'll just see how it goes. I'll let you know. And guys, get in the Discord. I really appreciate you watching. Use that code GREENLIGHTS. Go to subscriptions. Do annual membership. You get all the access to all the areas. The trade alerts, 10 hours of one-on-one coaching with me, all the courses. I'm about to put in a bunch more courses for you as well. I'm in there all day in the Jedi area, which you can't see when you first come in, but once you upgrade, you can see it. I'm in there all day chatting with people. It's popping up in there. It's popping. There's a lot of people helping, people coming up with a lot of ideas. We're all talking about all kinds of things. Plus, we do the Wheelhouse Wednesdays, which is group trainings, and we're going to have a really good one this coming Wednesday. So I appreciate you watching to the end, and welcome to the wheelhouse.